What's up guys, Schmidt here, welcome back to another video. Today we're just going to be doing a standard style commentary today. We got some big breaking news here for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, some stuff put out by Treyarch, and I didn't want to be distracted playing some games or whatever else. I just wanted to bring it to you guys, be able to talk about it and show the stuff on screen. So not too long ago, sometime within the last week, Treyarch put out a tweet where they responded to somebody talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and they had quoted that tweet saying, "We give this post a 10 out of 10, and of course they had that leaked image, which pretty highly represented that the Pick-10 system was going to be returning in Black Ops 4, at least that's what it appears. You know, a lot of people gave me some crap in the comment section because I had put, you know, Treyarch confirms in that title. A lot of people said it wasn't true official confirmation, which I guess technically, no, maybe not, but if you guys have any other idea to what they're alluding to in that tweet, then you know what, feel free, maybe I'll change my mind, but until then, I'm sticking by that is official confirmation from Treyarch. And today, there's absolutely no argument that this is official confirmation, because there's nothing else that this tweet can possibly mean. In fact, it pretty much comes right out and says it without officially saying it. The last one was kind of cryptic. This one's a little more straightforward. So there was a conversation between these two people on Twitter kind of talking about the Black Ops 4 rumors, all the stuff of, you know, no campaign in the game, sounding like it was going to be like Overwatch, which is all the rumors that we've covered here on the channel, all the stuff we've been hearing for about the past few weeks. So these two people are having a conversation on Twitter. I'm going to put the tweets on screen for you guys. So the first guy's kind of referring to no campaign being in Black Ops 4, and he says, you know what, the game doesn't need one, but I'll be damned if they make the game like Overwatch. And this girl, Miss Cadet, responds by saying, the more I'm hearing about this game, the worse it sounds. I'm afraid of what this game is going to become. The guy then responds by saying, I want COD to be good so bad this year, but it's just not looking that way. It looks like it's going to be a PUBG, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, you know, etc., type of year. Then Miss Cadet responds again by saying, when I heard about a new Black Ops, I was pumped, but now I'm learning that they may be taking things like perks and score streaks out of the game. I don't know, just bad vibes. Treyarch then quotes that tweet and says, don't worry, we know some people, which has its perks. And of course, the biggest part about all this is the picture that they put down below with it, and it looks to be, you know, not technical official confirmation, I guess, but I mean, I don't know what else you want from Treyarch without them having to say it. It looks like they're showing us perks that will be in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So yes, everybody get hyped. It looks like perks will be returning in Black Ops 4. But I feel like if we kind of break down this image, it shows a little more than we're just getting perks back. So first of all, I want to look at the 4 perks that are on screen, kind of break them down, give what I think they're going to provide as far as ability. And of course, you guys can feel free to let me know down in the comments. So the first one is a picture of a guy trying to climb up a ladder. We've kind of seen a perk similar to this in the past. If you guys remember Dexterity from Black Ops 2, it did a variety of things. One of the big things was it allowed you to mantle objects faster, climb ladders faster, and of course it upped your sprint out time in that game. So we've seen a perk like this before, and I don't think it's just going to solely provide the ability to just climb ladders faster. I feel like it's going to be overall mantling objects faster, climbing things faster, all of that kind of put together in a perk. It may include some other things as well, but just getting from that image, that's what you can kind of gather from that. And a lot of people are saying straight off the bat that this perk 100% confirms we're getting boots on the ground. I don't know, because there's still kind of that thing hanging in the balance that we could see specialists this year. And of course, we've had that rumored ability of the advanced movement, where one of the specialists has an advanced movement ability that can be used to traverse around the map for a short period of time. That still could be in there even if the base, you know, normal mode of the game is boots on the ground. And that's kind of the thing we've always heard with Black Ops 4, is that it's going to be mainly boots on the ground, just with like some advanced movement type abilities. This doesn't really rule that those abilities could be in or out of the game either way. But yeah, I would say a good vast majority of this game will be boots on the ground if there's something that allows you to climb a ladder faster. The next one, we see an image of a soldier putting a mag into an assault rifle. Assuming it's an assault rifle, I guess it could be an SMG. I feel like this one's sleight of hand. A lot of people are thinking the same thing. The only weird thing about this is Treyarch has not done sleight of hand since Call of Duty Black Ops 1. They were kind of the people that brought in the attachments that kind of give you certain abilities. So like they brought in fast mag in Black Ops 2 and put that in Black Ops 3. So it's kind of weird that they would be going back to sleight of hand, but if we take a look at the next perk, we could see that they may be just changing up this whole direction and going back to perks giving these certain abilities. Because this third one, a lot of people seem to be so confused by this perk, and it just like it hit me right in the face, like what this perk was. I got this one easily. I feel like this one is Stalker. Now, if you guys remember the Stalker perk from Modern Warfare 3, it had a very similar image to where we had a coyote or a hyena or some sort of animal that looked like it was stalking its prey, therefore the Stalker perk. I feel like this could be the same thing. A lot of people were thinking Scavenger. I mean, the Scavenger has always been that bird or like a resupply package, so I don't see them doing Scavenger with like a coyote or hyena type animal. I feel like this very easily is Stalker, unless there's something that I just don't know about. Maybe there's a new perk going to be in the game. and especially if that second perk is sleight of hand, it would make sense that they would have some kind of stalker perk in the game as well. Now moving on to the last one. This pretty much leaves like 100% guarantee in my mind that this perk is, you know, what we think it is, because it is almost an exact replica of a perk we've seen before in Call of Duty. That Call of Duty being Black Ops 2, this perk looks exactly like Lightweight from Black Ops 2, to where we have that boot on the ground to where it's kind of in motion. It looks just like that perk. I would assume this is going to be something to where we're going to be able to move faster on the map, which is what Lightweight has always done. You know, Marathon or Extreme Conditioning, I guess, could be a possibility, but, you know, I'm assuming from here on out in Call of Duty, we're going to be getting Unlimited Sprint, especially after the massive complaints and, of course, the turnaround in COD World War II to where we started with Limited Sprint, and everybody was like, look, we need Unlimited Sprint in this game, and they brought it, so I feel like we're going to be getting Unlimited Sprint in Call of Duty from here on out. So I would assume this is just Lightweight to where we can move faster. So those are my thoughts on the perks. You guys can let me know what you guys think they are down below. And there's a couple other things from this image that I want to take a look at. First of all, those two card things in the top. I'm assuming these are wild cards like we've seen before in the Black Ops series. I can't really gather too much from the images and what they're representing, but I would assume that they are wild cards to where we can modify pick 10 and get more of certain things in certain areas. The next thing is I'm assuming all of these perks are from the same tiers. So if those of you guys that have been around Call of Duty for a while, you know that when we get perks, they're in tiers like tier 1, 2, and 3, representing certain areas of perk systems so that they kind of divide and you can't run certain perks together. So I'd assume that these are all in the same tier considering they're all the same color, and I would assume those last two empty slots maybe are two more perks that they don't want to show off yet. It would also make sense that all these perks would be in the same tier since they're kind of like revolving around speed, because climbing and mantling objects faster, reloading faster, moving faster while aiming down sights, moving faster period, like they all kind of revolve around the same thing. So I would assume they would be in the same tier, which means you would kind of have to pick between what thing you want to specifically be able to do faster, and of course with pick 10 we can use wild cards to get more perks from those areas. So that would make sense. I'm assuming these last two empty slots maybe are perks they don't want to show yet, but I can't 100% be sure on that. A couple more things people are trying to gather like from the imagery of these perks and what they could be. These to me just look like modern style patches, so I'm hoping that's resembling like a modern era Call of Duty, or at the very least near future like we saw with Black Ops 2, because these look like modern style patches. And of course if we look at the second image, to which a lot of people believe is sleight of hand, the closest resemblance of a gun that I have seen was like an IE2 rifle. I can't remember where I saw this on Twitter, but somebody had put it up on Twitter that it was an IE2 rifle, or at least that was its closest resemblance. A lot of people said maybe an M4, maybe an M16, an ACR even potentially as well, which would be awesome. Or it also could be an M8 to where we kind of have that ring through the top of the gun. Either way, all of those guns have been like near future or modern type weapons, so the fact that it resembles those weapons, even if it's not a gun that we can totally 100% pick out from today's era, I think is a very good sign. So to me, all this stuff is kind of resembling modern era or near future type. That's really just the vibe I get. I'm not confirming or giving like 100% guarantee one way or the other, but that's just the vibe I get off this image. The last thing that I haven't seen one person talk about is in the background of this image, it looks like there's something blurred out. Now, I don't know what it is. I've tried mixing with the coloring of all this stuff, but I mean, when you have an image kind of blurred, unless you have like some certain crazy technology, you can't really edit that. I really have no idea what it is in the background or if it's supposed to be anything at all that we're supposed to pick out, but there is something kind of blurred back there behind all the perks. I can't tell if it's like some certain type of weapon or it kind of looks like a tank. I really have no clue, but maybe you guys have an idea down below in the comments. That was just another thing I picked out that nobody else had been talking about. I feel like it has some meaning, but then again, it could just be nothing. I really have no clue. But that's all the information Treyarch has given us lately. They give us another leak. I would expect maybe one or maybe even two more before we get to the reveal event here on May 17th. This is like the second one in like 4 or 5 days. So I think there's a pretty good chance that maybe we see one more tease before we get into the reveal event. If that happens, I'll be sure to let you guys know and keep you updated here on the channel. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smack the Schmidt out of the like button down below. And if you guys are new and want to stay up to date with all this stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with World War II, Black Ops 4, and all kinds of Call of Duty content as we get it to us here. And make sure to turn on those notifications so you guys know when those videos go live. Hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.